Hi everyone, Liz here, thanks for stopping by. So today we've got a completion review and a kitting down, and then I'm going to kit up my next wreath and show you all the colours and everything with that one. So let's have a look at these. What I did last time with my bee, we kitted the bee down and then I kitted up the robin. So I'm going to do the same thing this time. So we're going to kit down the robin and kit up the next one, which I'm going to do, which is my summer wreath. Okay, so let's just pick this one up and pop that out the way with the drills. I've got them all ready. I've written my little numbers out ready as well, because I did use a permanent marker there and I just wanted it to dry. I didn't want pen all over my fingers, otherwise you wonder what on earth I've been doing. So I'll tell you what we've been doing this week. Oh dear. Anyway, let's have a quick review of our robin. Now this has got to be the strangest coloured robin that I've seen. So instead of having red, although it does show up quite reddy orange on here, this is quite a bright orange colour on the robin, next to sort of a mid-lilac colour with then a yellow and then a brown. And I did think, shall I change it, and I thought, no, I'm just going to leave it as is because it is nice and bright. Maybe he's not a robin, maybe he's just doing his own thing. But yeah, it was lovely to do. It took me a couple of hours last night. I've just finished doing a square, which just seemed to take forever. I think I've taken about 2 weeks doing this square, and it was only, it was a true 30 by 40. But it just seemed to go on forever, and there was a lot of dark colours, so I thought, right, I need something with a nice pop of bright colours, quick and easy to do. So this is what I've done, and I love doing this. The colours are superb on it, and the sparkle, hope you're getting the sparkle on that, it's just beautiful. And I love the way that when you put sort of the longer gems down here, you get the leaf effect here and the leaves all in amongst the flowers. So we've got a mixture of normal resin gems and then your special rhinestone gems, but it's just so pretty. And like up here, this leaf here with just the little pink at the edges just gives you that like little tinge of a flowery colour at the end, and then your two bows as well really stand out now in between. So yeah, I love that. As I say, when I was doing it I thought, God, that's a really strange colour for a robin, but yeah, looking on here on camera it does actually quite look red, but that is a very bright orange next to lilac. If I ever see one of these birds I will let you know, and if you ever see one that colour let me know. But it's very, very pretty. This is the acrylic one, and I've taken the lining off the back. There was like a cover sheet. Look, I've got fingerprints on it already, which was to stop the fingerprints. What I'm probably going to do is use a command strip and pop this on the wall. I think I'll have them either side of my fireplace. At the moment I've got them propped up on the fireplace, the ones I've done, but they're like the foam board ones that I've done, and the hardboard, not hardboard, the MDF type ones that I've done, so they wouldn't break. But if this fell off the mantelpiece, with it being acrylic, it is likely to crack. You know, it's not flimsy, but you know, you've got to be a little bit more careful with an acrylic. They are prone to cracking if you drop them, and I am quite clumsy. So yeah, but that's just so pretty. There's pretty flowers around that edge there. There's another leaf there. It was the leaves that caught my eye after I'd finished it and stood back and looked. So I think when you're doing them you don't quite see it quite so much, but then, you know, just the shaping and the way it's just taking the leaves around the edges there. Yeah, that's great. And again, I think I said when I was going to do this that I start with one colour. I started at number 1 in my pot there, and I just lifted up the cover sheet and just worked around and did all my number 1s and then all my number 2s, and just worked around and then did the specials last because they were the last ones in the pot. And as I was going round I did notice an odd one that I'd missed of one of them, and because they were in my pots it was easy to just pick the pot up, dib in and get one and just fill it in as I went along. So yeah, but really pleased with that, really like that, and I love these wreaths. I'm going to get some Christmas ones, so watch this space. Make sure you subscribe so you can see all the Christmas ones I get. Now then, there was no DMC codes with this wreath. So these colours are just the basic ones. So just bear with me a second while I just get my boxes out. Right, okay, and I'm back. So I've got my box. See, I've still not sorted it out. Look, I must get this put with some partitions in, shall we say. Just take it out of there for now. So this is my storage for my drills that don't have any DMC numbers, and I got to the point where I couldn't be bothered to keep trying to match the colours up. I just thought, well, I can use these on my spare like stamping projects that I've got, and so I've got some MDF that my craft sign and everything that I've got, if you've seen my other videos that I've been working on. So all I do is literally put these colours in the nearest colour to them. Life's too short to be faffing about. So, oh, no, that's not quite. Let's have a look, see if we've got anything that's a bit nearer to that colour. Oh, we'll put them in there. I mean, that's got several different colours in, but it's the blues. So we'll pop them into that one. So when I'm working on my project, I will just literally pick out ones that I need. And I may get to a point where I've got so many and I don't like them, that I just put them all into a big jar and mix them all up. But it's just not something I'm brave enough doing at the moment. Oh, these are going to stick. These are going to stick. Let's get that one off. I'm going to have to get some glue gun, aren't I? Just pop that there. Otherwise I'm going to be... Oh, look, there's one escaped. Get out, you little devil. Get in there. Okay, so we'll just get these popped away. That's the pale blue, so that's probably... I need to get these so that I can flip through them a bit easier, I think. But I don't want to do a full-blown box with numbers and everything on, because I don't think I'm going to be taking them that long. Oh dear, we've got a hot dog panting on the bed again. All right, Lily. Okay. Yeah, you just laid there. She's laid on the spare bed at the moment, panting away, bless her. It's quite a dull day, and we had a massive storm last night. Goodness me. Thunder and lightning and rain came down like stair rods. It was really, really heavy rain. And it hasn't cleared the air. It's still very, very humid. Not nice at all at the moment. It's definitely take your brolly and wear a bikini weather. Right, let's see if we can find... I've got a few different oranges here. I'm starting to get too many different colours, look. Getting too particular with these. That one looks about right. So that's the colour of the orange that was on the robin. So we've got a robin red breast that's a robin orange breast. But he's still quite pretty. He's okay. We'll just get these put away. So that's that one. You watch, I'm sticking these onto my desk now, so that I can put them in like a little ball and put them all in the bin at once. And they'll probably stick to my desk, and then I'll have fun getting them off my desk. Right, so number 4 is the lilac colour. Have I got any lilacs? Are they in this side? Let me have a look. Oh, they're at that side. So I put them in a clear box so that I can see through the bottom. Okay. Oh, no, they're not really like any of these, but I'm going to put them in here anyway. So it's going to get to a point where I've got too many bags, and it's not going to work. I'm going to end up with too many, and then I'll just get to a point where I'll just get fed up of them and put them all in a jar. But anyway, at the moment I'm trying to be good and trying to be organised and keep them all together. I know some people don't keep diamonds and do just throw them all away. It's something that I would find very, very difficult to do, because I'm just not good at throwing things away. Right, number 5. I'm a crafter. Even the smallest little scraps I tend to keep, and it's not good. They'll go in there. And then you just end up with so much. And then it breaks your heart when you have to throw it all away. I have donated a lot of scraps and bits and pieces to schools and nurseries and craft clubs and things, and just think, oh, well, if they decide they don't want them and throw them away, I don't know. Don't tell me. The grandkids get quite a bit as well. And also, you know, I don't ask what they've done with them. If they've used them, great. If they've thrown them away, well, I don't need to know. I'm not a wasteful person. I try and find a use for everything. And cardboard boxes. Oh, particularly if I get something in a big cardboard box. I find it so difficult to throw away a box because it could come in handy. And then you think, right, I'll put it in the garage. And then you end up with a garage full of boxes, and at some point you've got to get rid of them. Or I put them up in the loft, in the attic, and yeah, again at some point you think, I'm going to have to get rid of these. They're just going to have to go. I think it's an age thing. Can't get rid of it because it's a good cardboard box. Alright, there's the... Oh no, that's not quite that colour. I've got one that's a bit more that colour. It's not really either of those, so we'll put it in the darker one. Oh, look at me being a rebel. Not matching my colours up quite the same. Oops. Get that one in there. So I don't know whether you've seen the Craft Buddy Crystal Art stamps, but they are quite a good way of using up spare gems. You just stamp out the image, and obviously, you know, if you're not very good at stamping, it's only a piece of paper or whatever you're stamping it onto, and you can just throw it away and start again. Look, they are starting to stick to my desk, so I will get rid of them. Okay, so on to pinks now. Yeah, I'm not a brilliant stamper. I'm too clumsy. I've actually been to workshops with people, and well, I think the last workshop I went to that was stamping, yeah, I stamped something, and then as I was picking the stamp up to put it away, I dropped it back down on the project. So, oh dear, ruined my project. Oh, I'm very clumsy. Diamond painting is very good for me, albeit I do tend to drop quite a few gems. But yeah, even the instructor sort of like looked exasperated at me, I think. But as I say, it was just a piece of card, and you can just print it out again, and it doesn't matter. You're not really wasting anything. It's a little bit deeper pink. Yeah, there was a lot of pinks on these flowers. Yeah, that one will go in that one as well. Oh dear. I've done quite a few crafting workshops. Have you been to crafting workshops? I used to have a lovely friend that I went with, sadly no longer with us. We were great pals, and she was my partner in craft, I used to call her. And we used to go all over the place to different workshops, all day workshops, little workshops, and just have a real good time and a real good giggle. And if we ever went to any craft shows, any of the fairs where people are selling stuff, if they were doing little workshops, we used to get ourselves on those and be the naughty kids, I think, giggling in the corner. But yeah, we've had some great fun. I love crafting. I've met some really good friends through crafting, and you know, those friendships last for a lifetime, particularly when you're on YouTube and things, and Facebook and all those. You know, you seem to keep connected a little bit more, particularly with the pandemic. Let's have a look. We'll put those in that one. That's more of a darker colour. Okay. Get these put away. Yeah, if I was trying to match up the DMC coat on these, some of the DMC, the flosses, are just so close in colour to one another, so you get your shading that, I don't know about you, but I can't always tell the difference. Sometimes I'm doing a diamond painting, I think, I'm sure I've already done this colour, and you've got to look in a really good light, and it's a very, very subtle difference, particularly with like dye lots and shading on some of these. You can find that there's some very, very different ones, but also they look very much the same. Yeah, let's get these off. I should really be using my glue gun to clean these, but you know, I'm not going to. I'll maybe do it after the next one. Look, I'm going to tip those into the blinking tube now. I'm not concentrating, I tell you. It's the hot weather. I'm going to blame the hot weather. as Brits are obsessed with hot weather. So, oh, are we on to the specials? No, we'll go the other end first. So I have to get the other box out for the specials. Right, yellows, yellows, yellows. It's a more bright yellow. Pop it in that one. Okay. I do like this little storage container as well. If I do see another one, I am going to get another one because it's been really handy just with the 18 colours. And they're all just stood out there. As I say, when I was doing my project last night and I was just an odd colour missing rather than having to unzip a box or get something else out. Yeah, just picking these up. Oh, do you know, I was sat last night and I'd picked this up the wrong way around and I'm thinking, is this a 4? What letter is that? What number is that? And I couldn't work out what it was. And I thought, right, I don't know what it is. I'll put it back in the pot. It said J, Liz. So in future, I'm going to put a line underneath so I know which way up it goes. Oh dear, I know my writing's appalling. A spider crawling across a page. Yeah. Not brilliant, not brilliant. Okay, so yeah, oh dear. I was ages looking at it thinking, well, that's a funny way to write a 4. Is it a P? What have I done? It's a J. Oh dear. But anyway, I got it finished. Oh, right, we're on to the specials now. So I'll put these away. So I do need to categorise them a little bit more. Or I might even not. I might just keep them as they are for now and see how we go on. Ooh, this box is having a fight back. Because it didn't get used quite as much as the others. Whoops, something's just fallen over. Never mind. There's always something collapsing in here. I must learn to put things away a little bit more. So this is my special drill storage. And if you've seen my other videos, the larger gems I tend to put in a large bag with, I've got a black piece of card behind so you can see what colour they are. And they're just named with the different colours on them. And I just literally, again, match it up. And that's the gold look with whichever is the nearest colour to them. They're just the round standard crystals. And then the shaped ones I put into, again, colour order. But I try to match different shapes. And then this end is a lot of my Craft Buddy ones because they have their own numbering system. So I've tried to keep those in separate number order. Whether I'll integrate those into these eventually, I don't know yet, but at the moment they are separate. And my ABs are all at that side as well. So these are a little pink and it's a marquee. So let's have a look at pink. Where is pink? Where is pink? Pink is there. So let's have a look at the pinks and see if we've got something that's similar to this one. They're all iridescent. Oh, look, that one looks, yeah, it's pretty much the same colour. So we'll put those in there. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. That'll be a blessing to some people. Not while I'm making a video. Okay, so yeah, I just match them again to the nearest one. It doesn't matter, but it just means that while I'm doing my different projects with them, I've got them all and I can easily access them and see what I've got. Have I got any other pinks? Let's have a look. They're like a bluey colour and they're bluey greens. So let's see. So I'll put the pinks back and we now want green. So let's have a look at the greens. Billy, what are you doing? This mad dog is laid on the bed licking the wall. It's probably the children have stayed in this room an odd time, and I think they've maybe put handprints on the wall and it maybe has got something on it. So she's licking the wall. Something's probably got spilt on it at some point. Oh dear. The animals and the people in this house, sometimes I despair. There's no wonder I think I'm quite balmy some days. Right, so they're like a really pale green marquee. They're similar to those. Yeah, they're close enough to those. We'll put those in there. Okay. Not quite the same shade, and there's some like AB, like coated iridescent ones in there as well, but that's okay. They're near enough. Oops, that's just... Come on, get yourself off, get yourself off. What did you do today? Well, I sat and watched Liz pick stickers off bottles. Oh dear. Right, so, and I think they're pretty close to those as well. So I'm going to put those in there. Oh, it is nice to be organised and putting things away. Right, let's get that done. Oops, get that one peeled off. So we'll put the greens away. Now we need to look at the blues. I don't think I've got any that are like these long slivers, but we'll see if there's anything similar that we can put them in without me having to get any more bags, because I don't want to get any more bags. I end up with so many different ones. Okay, so that's, oh, they're pretty. Yeah, these are the same, but they're, oh no, they are exactly the same, look. I wonder if they were on, oh yeah, they are exactly the same. Well, heck, slap me silly, we actually have the same ones, which I didn't know that I'd used them before. So that is those all put away nice and neatly. Oh, and if you're wondering about these are all little moss for boats, and they're about the same width as my baggies that I've got in my storage, so I'm using them as sort of dividers at the moment. To say I never throw anything away. Yeah, I've just got them as like ends so that I can get into things a bit easier. So as you can see, I've got quite a few in that one because that's the different Craft Buddy ones that I've got there. Okay. Right, so that's the kitting down done. Oops, where can I put that? I'll put that over there. So let's kit up the next one. Okay. Right, let's keep rubbing there. So we're going to do our house, which is a bit more involved. It's the bigger one, this one. That one I think was a 10" by 10", and this is a 12" by 12". They're just that little bit bigger, but again, it's an acrylic. It's got the plastic on the back to stop your fingerprints, which is good, and just your sheet on the top. And again, I'll start and I'll work a colour at a time. Let's just make sure I've got the right one, because I did put the sticker on the back. Yep, WXQ043. So these are the right gems, which is good considering I've already written the letters and numbers out already. Now there is 19, so I'm going to get a bag to put the last one in. So let's just get these numbers popped on here. So it's very naughty of me not to clean these first, but they will get done eventually. Maybe when I've no nails again. My nails are growing quite well at the moment. So thank you, Sally Hansen Miracle Cure. I'm not sure whether it's that, whether it's the fact that I'm doing my nails a little bit more now and trying to look after them. But I'm constantly snapping them, and as I'm helping out with hubby, and yeah, they do tend to take quite a hammering. I have to do them 2 or 3 times during the week if I want to try and keep them nice. There you are, look, I've put a line underneath the J, so I won't be thinking, what on earth is that number or letter again? Oh dear. Hey, I'm dangerous if you let me out on my own. Right, so it's just going to be the last one. I'll just probably find a little bag and it'll just slot in between. I didn't want to get a 30 out, just to put 19 in. And quite a few of my others are in use at the moment, so that's that one. Okay, so let's start. Number one, let me get a tray, because you know what I'm like, I'm a spiller. Oops, and I'm going to use my tray that I got with my storage the other day, which has got the little thing for the pen on the side. So we'll see how this one works. Okay, start at the beginning. So how's everybody doing? As I say, it's quite hot here in the UK at the moment. And oh yeah, I was going to tell you what, well, we've had a bit of fun this week. I had a friend come to stay at the weekend, which is the first time in forever, it feels like. Our COVID restrictions are lifting a little bit now, so things are getting a bit easier. So yeah, she came to stay. We've all been COVID double jabbed now, so fingers crossed pretty safe. And yeah, we decided that we would jet wash the patio. Well, the whole path round the house needs jet washing. And hubby said, oh, let's start at the front. Oh, these are all only just going to fit in here. There's a lot of this colour. And I said no, because if we don't know what we're doing and we do something silly, we'll be out on display in front of the neighbours, and I'm not making an idiot, well, more of an idiot of myself in front of the neighbours. So we started on the back patio, and we were all taking it in turns, and we were doing really well. And then Millie suddenly realised that something was going on, and came outside because she was just so hot. It was really hot on the weekend, and she tends to stay inside in the cool. So I think I've said before, our downstairs cloakroom toilet is the coolest place in our house, so we leave that door open, and she tends to go and lay in there to keep cool. Anyway, she came to see where we were. Well, she took one look at the hose, and there's the water coming out, and she's on the hose, and then she'd get a mouthful of water and spring back about 4 foot, and then come back again and attack the hose. So that was quite fun, spraying the dog. We all ended up absolutely soaked. And then we were doing quite nicely, and we'd got a really good chunk of the patio done, and it was looking really, really good. And then for whatever reason, one of the, because it's quite old and we've not used it for a few years with hubby being poorly, we've not done the jet washing for a while. And it's sort of like there was a frayed bit on the rubber hose pipe near where the machine end is, not the end that you're cleaning with. So I'm cleaning along, and all of a sudden the water stopped at this end, and I thought, oh, where's all the water gone? Somebody switched it off thinking one of them was playing a trick on me, and this water just shot right over my head and all down my back and all down my front, and it was like a shower, like a water spout just went as the hose had split. Obviously it's just perished, and it just literally went, and I was just absolutely covered from head to foot. So that was the end of us doing the power washing. Strangely enough, for a house with a crafter in it, we couldn't find any big tape strong enough, or masking tape, or, well, not masking tape, any sort of electrical tape or whatever to do a repair on it. So that'll be the next job along. We'll maybe have another go again this afternoon after I've finished doing my filming. But yeah, oh, that was just so funny. Obviously everybody else found it hysterical as well. I'm just stood there, 1 minute I'm cleaning the path, next minute I've just got this shower of water coming right over my head and all over me, and I'm just absolutely covered. So I had to give Millie a bit of a wash down as well, because obviously it was dirty water that she was rolling in, and went and found some mud, and oh gosh, it was quite chaotic, but it was really, really good fun. But yeah, we seem to be going through a phase of things wearing out and not working properly at the moment. That includes me as well. I think I'm wearing out too. Oh dear. So yeah, that was a bit of fun that we were doing. And our next door neighbours, they've found that their fence is collapsing, and they're having to have a new fence put in. So hubby was out just chatting to them yesterday, and they'd left the front door open, and Millie just decided to take herself and go and have a look around their house. And it's like, oh well, just help yourself. They were just quite stunned. I mean, fortunately they are doggy people, they do like dogs, but it wouldn't have mattered if they weren't. She just suddenly decided, after watching them and listening to them talking, because she has to be in, she has to know what's going on, she just took herself off and went and had a look around their house. I did ask her what it was like inside, because I've not been inside, but she didn't tell me. Oh dear. Yeah, we have a very nosy dog. I think now she just thinks she owns the street. Oh dear. Oh, and she's not, I don't know if I've mentioned it before. We have I have mentioned about Thomas, the little cat that he's deaf, completely deaf. And when he meows, nothing comes out. And she was just trotting out to get in the car with us the other day, and Thomas was just sat on the lawn, and obviously because he's deaf he hadn't heard us come out. She went scooting up to him. I mean, what do you think she's going to do when she gets there? I don't know. She never actually snaps or tries to bite them or anything. I think she just enjoys chasing cats, and cats do tend to run when something comes, but Thomas obviously wasn't in a running mood. So he just turned round and went round her face. And she was so stunned, she just came running back to me as if to say, Mum, Mum, he got me, he got me. And I think he did catch her face. I mean, not badly, because she's quite thick, fair, you know, with her beard and everything. So he'd not drawn blood or anything, but I think it had given her quite a shock. So when she sees him now, she gives him a complete wide berth and doesn't even chase after him. She doesn't go near him. Oh dear. So she's learned her lesson. But yeah, she was quite stunned. But yeah, he did the cat thing where they just go with the paws either side of her face, and she was like, oh. It's like Tom and Jerry around this street sometimes. Oh dear. Right, these are nice. These are like a yellowy severe. I think these are flowers. Oh, yeah, they're the centre of the flowers. They'll be pretty. Lovely colours in these. I do like these wreaths. I'm going to get some Christmas ones. I've noticed there's quite a few of the Christmas ones coming out now. So you won't recognise our house from Christmas. There'll be so many Christmas diamond painting things all over. There was quite a few last year, but I've got a lot more this year. And yeah, I think Craft Buddy are going to be bringing out their new Christmas cards as well, and I do like Craft Buddy Christmas cards. I've had them for the last 3-4 years. Can't remember, quite a few years anyway. I've mentioned before, that's how I got into diamond painting, was through Craft Buddy cards. Ooh, this one's already torn, look, so it's a good job I'm kitting this up, because that could have been quite a disaster with these escaping all over. Ooh, quite heavy, those pearls, nice. We like pearls. Have you started your Christmas cards yet? Have you been thinking about Christmas? And as I used to make and sell them, so I had to start quite early and get a good selection, because the shops start getting them in round about September, October time. Well, September, as the children go back to school after the school holidays. So if you're wanting to start selling, you do need to get in early, as it were, so you do need to be prepared. Okay, and P, it's a nice iridescent marquee as well. Oh, spilt that. I've done quite well there. That's the first specials I've spilt. So that's the 18, and then just let's find a baggie for number 19. Oops. Have a look. Where's the bag? Where's the bag? Thousands of bags all over. Oh, that's one of my old bags. Get that one out. Okay. Just put that bit of card over there and keep that. So I'll just pop these in here. And then I can work from the back. I'm just one colour, that's fine. And it's the last one. Is that I do tend to work on these in number and letter order. So that'll be the last one I do. And let's just, oops, put the sticker on there. Actually, oh, just found another one in a little, oh, and it would be the J as well. Where's J? Look, I still can't find it again. I emptied one out there, look, one's escaped. Get in, that's it. Alright, so I'll keep that together with these. A good seal, so that'll just slip in there, look. It just keeps them all together. So that's my next wreath all kitted up there. That's my robin completed, ready to go on the wall. Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed the little chat and seeing the completion and seeing the kitting up. If you have, if you just give me a like, it lets me know that you've enjoyed it. And if you want to come back and see some more, if you press subscribe and the little bell, it just notifies you when my next videos come up. I am trying to do them daily at the moment. Sometimes with my caring responsibilities for hubby, I can't quite get to them and get them edited and everything every day, but that's what I'm aiming to do at the moment, because I do like my little chats and it just gives me a little bit of me time out of my day. So thanks for stopping by. I hope to see you all again soon, and bye for now.